Bonafide Hustler here, and today we are going to go see some garage sales, but it's not going to be a whole lot. So I'm actually curious to see what we're going to find today, and we're basically going to try to buy and resell used items that we find from garage sale for more money later. So come join the ride. Let's get the vlog started. What's going on, guys and gals? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of my girlfriend's spaceship. Here's my girlfriend, and she's got her coffee. I don't even know what is in that thing. Rise? What's in there? Rise coffee. She's got Rise coffee in there. What else did you try? Everyday Dose? You've tried all of those things, right? Mm-hmm. This is the one she likes the most. Yeah. Actually tastes kind of like mud. It's not very good, but it's earthy. I'll put it like that. Well, yeah, so we're on the way to some garage sales. Well, actually the post office first to go drop off some things, and then garage sales. And I don't even know what we're gonna find today. And that's what the best part of garage sales really is. It's like you find stuff for yourself. And on these vlogs, we find things to flip, you know? So who knows? I know the first garage sale does have some furniture and some cool things, and it's in a good neighborhood. So we're gonna see what we can find there. Now, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And there's also a free money-making guide right here. It's the first link down below. You should go check it out. It is the first link. It'll teach you some items to start looking out for if you land on this channel for the very first time and you want to learn kind of how to do this in your spare time or maybe even your full time. Making some hobby money, it's pretty good. But yeah, let's get to that first garage sale. A little cheddar hand shirt right here, a good luck shirt. I'm excited. All right, so we're in the Travis Country neighborhood. It was actually a really good neighborhood, but there's only one garage sale in this really nice neighborhood. And hopefully it's gonna have some good things. I think we're technically gonna be about 10 minutes early to this garage sale. And with fewer garage sales, but the same amount of competition in town, I think it's interesting because like everyone's gonna be at these 4 or 5 garage sales that look good. I still think we're gonna find some things because part of making money and doing this is knowing a lot of things. So even on terrible days, I seem to do pretty well. See, like the fact that I say that now might jinx the whole day. I'm kind of afraid, but I'll still try as hard as I can, and I'll show you the items right here. I mean, look at all the colors of the trees. I mean, I know where you guys are from, it might be more vibrant, but this is pretty good for us. And I see golf clubs. We're pulling up to this thing. And I see jackets. I see all kinds of random stuff. A little putting green thing. Oh, this looks exciting. Let's go check this out. Hey, how are you? Oh, really? Okay. How much is this?
Yeah. Everything is for sale except the folding tables now.
Excellent finds from this garage sale. Got a little Shakti mat right here. This is good for all sorts of pressure relief and like blood circulation. Usually on your backside you lay on these things. It looks like a little torture device. So I paid 20 bucks for everything that you're seeing right here. This I'm gonna keep because I really want one. And then we have a Bluetooth speaker in here. I think this is like a Jawbone, or definitely a good one. A really big one. It's kind of like a JBL 6, like a big boy. So yeah, this should work fine. This was part of the $20 deal. Got that. We also got some super glue. We also got this really handy thing that I need at the house in my office space that has like, USB ports and all kinds of stuff. So I definitely need that thing. And then we have a vintage Olympus camera, which I'll look up here in a second, but I always pop on these steel body cameras. So pretty cool scores for 20 bucks. Girlfriend has a lot of weird stuff. Oh, this is great for the booth. That's cool. And then you got a jacket. It has this like thing that goes on a bookcase, and you look into it, and it's like this whole fantasy thing. That's awesome.
All the books, I have to put them back because
that's neat,
they're all in there.
It's a good decoration thing. A lot of things for yourself, right?
Oh, this is for the booth.
Oh, this is gonna be for the booth. Okay, yeah. Cool. And then this is a resale kind of item, right?
Yeah, the jacket, it's just a leather suede.
Okay, this is looking pretty good. Oh, Blank NYC. This is a pretty common brand, but you can usually sell these in the booth for like 40 to about 80 bucks. So that's pretty good right there. How much you spend on everything, by the way? Everything?
10.
10 bucks. Cool. And you got a bag too?
Yeah, so it's just like a real leather bag. And then the inside actually comes out for cleaning, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, people like these like leather bags like this. Just nice, tough leather. That'll be in the booth for probably about 40 to 60, I would think. It's pretty cool. And it's red, so maybe a little bit more. People like those weird colors.
This was just personal, a little portable battery charger.
And some personal things here. So it's a pretty good garage sale for the first thing in the morning. So.
And then I got this little gold bracelet.
Plated, right?
No, this might be real gold.
There's no way it's real gold.
No, this.
Let me feel it.
This might be real gold.
This is plated.
No.
Real gold would be heavier.
No.
Yes, 100%. Oh yeah. Anyway, good find for ourselves. But let's go to another garage sale and see what we find. The camera is an Olympus OM1. You can kind of see it right there. And an OM1 camera, worst case scenario, can sell for like 70. Best case scenario, 200 if it's fully tested out. So yeah, not a home run camera, but I love you know, flipping and reselling these steel body or metal bodied cameras that look like this, whether it be the AE1 or the AE1 program or this one right here. And you know, I just like them a lot. So I always try to rescue them at garage sales when I see them. Truth be told, we actually went to go look at another garage sale. I didn't put it on this vlog. It turned out to be like a reseller sale that from a garage sale that, I don't know how to explain it, but like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, we went to this garage sale. It was absolutely terrible. I covered it on a vlog, but we pulled up to it again today. We don't really know the addresses of South Austin as well as we know like the reseller sales of North Austin. Like I know those addresses very well, so I don't ever go to them. But the ones in South Austin, I don't know well enough yet. So that was a reseller. So we pulled up to this one sale, and it was just like the same stupid reseller sale that it was from like a month or 2 months ago. A little frustrating, you know, because you spend time going to these things. But we are on our way to now early bird a garage sale that starts at 9. By the time we get there, it'll be like 8:35, maybe 8:40. So it could be pretty good. Now, hopefully these people at the garage sale aren't going to be like mega precise with their opening time at 9 a.m. Precision, you know, like super precise people like we had last week. That's what we're hoping for. Most people with garage sales actually entertain early birds and they like selling their items. But some people are like uber precise. Precision, we must open right at the time. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but you know, to each their own. I get it, but 95% of the garage sales in this town, people enjoy some sort of early birding or allow that. We actually pulled up to that garage sale early and there was like no signs of garage sales. So we're trying to kill some time and we're gonna get a little coffee at a place called Radio. Pretty kind of place, but it's like close to a really busy road, unfortunately, but it is pretty nice. The tacos are there, okay. Trying a cortado from Radio Coffee here. It's good. Ethiopia single origin cortado right there. You gotta love that. Let's see what some of the best tacos in town look like. Little Migas Poblanas taco. We have an El Sancho taco. Look at that. Those are the ingredients of the Sancho. This is what a Migas Poblanas would look like. That's what Texas breakfast tacos look like. Oh my gosh. It's like one of those Christmas presents where like too many boxes. All right. Ooh, that looks insane. That looks good. Whoa, look at that. Okay, would you eat this? Look at this crazy taco. Man, I'm gonna dive in.
It's splitting.
It's okay. Oh no, oh no, oh my gosh, what's happening? Look at these things. How are you? Home run shirt. Home run shirt. She loves it. Little Wii. Little Nerf guns. Okay, the next garage sale's right here. We see a rack on the ground. Dude, this is a really good rack. If it says free, there's no way it's in the free section. There's no way. This is a free rack. This is crazy. I'm excited. Let's take a look. No way this is free. From that garage sale over there, we had to hurry up real quick. I got this Topo Designs bike bag. This was 10 bucks. These are really cool and very handy to have, so we're gonna actually keep this one. But the real score is this Kuat NV 2.0 for free. She says that it has issues, but I can usually unmess up an issue with this kind of rack. And we have the lockable key thing with the, you know, the hitch thingy, all that stuff's here. The keys are here. So I think this is gonna be awesome. It is faded, but this rack actually sells for like $300 to like $450. In better condition, but I think about 300 in this condition. I still think I can get it to work. And I've been looking for one of these for my SUV, so maybe keep that. We'll see. Can't believe I actually found a Kuat NV 2.0 at a garage sale. It's actually a really good rack. It's a very strong rack. I'll get into it, look into it more and everything like that, because I have a Kuat NV 1.0 2 bike rack with a 2 bike more extension on it, right? So it's a 4 bike rack, and they're really cool, but they end up weighing really close to like 80 to 100 pounds. So I was in the market for like a 2 bike rack without having to disassemble my 4 bike rack back to a 2 bike rack, if that makes sense. Because I like having a 4 bike rack when friends join, but a 2 bike rack would weigh more like 50 pounds, you know, on the back of an SUV.
It's not as good as me getting an NV 2.0 for free. That was originally $100. In perfect working condition, it just missed the keys. And so he was like, just take it for free. But if this one is not as messed up as they say it is almost as good of a deal as what I got.
Yeah, her deal was actually the best of all because hers was mint. And they threw in an e-bike that was like a $2,000 e-bike into the deal for free too. Anyway, we covered that on a vlog like a year ago. That deal is probably never going to be replicated for the history of this channel, but you know, finding a free, you know, NV 2.0 rack right here, I'm going to go home and go through it and see if it works. But really all you're dealing with these racks is a pivoting mechanism that takes it from this position down to this position, platform style. So that's one thing that you have to look at, which is usually like a lever type situation, might need to be oiled and greased. And the other type of thing that these racks have are ratcheting arms that go to the front wheel of the bicycle. And if those arms don't ratchet, it means sometimes that the rack was put outside and the ratcheting mechanism inside these little spring things just needs to be you know, WD-40'd or something like that. That's all it really is. After that, the bike wheel on the back of the bike is strapped down to the platform. The front wheel has the ratcheting arm, and then the bike rack just pivots up and down with like a hinge. It's not very complicated. Like, it cannot be catastrophic is what I'm getting at. So I think I'm gonna get this bike rack operational probably within 10 minutes of me getting home. Garage sale right here. I don't know if it's the last garage sale of the day, but you know, it's a garage sale. And we're gonna give it a whirl and check it out. I don't know what we're gonna find, but so far the day's gone pretty good.
What? Get out of here! I'm being
This is what do we gotta see here? All right, we're gonna check this stuff out. In that garage sale, I got 2 lenses, and sitting in here is an ultrasonic EF 55-200 Canon lens. Right, this sells for about 70 bucks. This one right here sells for more like 75 to 100 bucks. This is a 75-300 with the image stabilizer, and it's ultrasonic Canon lens as well. But it is a 75 to 300, so you know you can capture much further things. But yeah, this lens right here is more like 75 plus. And possibly 100 in town. So each lens has this, you know, chance to sell between 70 and 100 bucks. We got both these Canon lenses for $35. It's a really easy sell for anyone that's into photography. And these are EF mounts as well, very, very common mounts. Well, we're just walking out of a Goodwill. We find a Topo's Design quick pack bag for $7. Gosh, I think we're gonna keep this bag because these are really good sling bags for shoulder. Boom, look at that. Pretty awesome. It's called a quick pack. They make a quick pack mini as well. It's a great brand. And I think it has something to do with like the fact that it's built well and has this really awesome like large zipper. I just like the brand a lot. So second Topo thing we found on this vlog. I think we have one more garage sale to go to. Beautiful sunny day outside. Will we find something in this next garage sale? I don't know. My girlfriend and I just walked out of that Savers in the background over there. I don't know if you can see it. And I actually spent $56 on 2 Pokemon DS games right here. One is Ruby, Mega Ruby, and the other one is the Pokemon White version, which is a little bit harder to find. I'll probably move these things for like $125. I'll double my money in like 2 seconds. So yeah, none of them have the cases, but these are all authentic Nintendo DS games. And something you don't see a whole lot, especially in a case. And they really, you know, Savers ain't messing around. They know some of this stuff, but I know enough to double my money. That's all I care about. Okay, so that's pretty much the vlog right there. I know we did some garage sale stuff and we ended with a little bit of thrift stuff, but that's pretty much it. We gave it the best shot we could for 4 hours of our life, and that's what we found. And I can't wait to go home and mess with that bike rack. But, you know, stay tuned to the next vlogs and we'll see if we find more things at garage sales. Every Saturday I try to go. Hope you enjoyed it. Put a comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Goodbye.